This is my channel right here. It's called DMC Sessions. How's it going, everybody? I go by the name of APHE. This is the DMC Sessions. As you can see, man, we're about behind a mountain, a huge mountain.
Yeah.
What's this mountain called, bro?
It's the one that's connected to Table Mountain. I know that one is Signal Hill.
Yeah.
But this one is like the one that's just connected to Table Mountain. So I guess it's like Table Mountain. Yeah, but it's the main attraction of this place, definitely.
Yeah, where are we now? Is this observatory?
Yeah, we're in observatory. We're shooting right now at a rooftop. Disclosed location. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't want y'all visiting and stuff. Unannounced.
Yeah, definitely. It's a nice place, student area.
Yeah.
And
how you doing though, man?
All good. Just almost done with my project.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just glad that I'm almost done with that.
How many projects do you have now? It sounds like you have a lot of projects.
I have about 3 that I'm working on and 1 that I released in January.
Yeah.
Called Call of Booty. It's on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube right now. It will eventually make it onto other platforms, but I'm still figuring some things out before I do that. But I do have a project called Jungle Fever. It's dropping around December or January. I'll push it around January latest, but I want to make sure it's perfect before I give it out to people and stuff like that. But I'd like to, I think you guys will really enjoy the tracks. I'll definitely perform.
Is it is it mixed? Is it mixed?
It's getting mixed as we speak.
Yeah.
There's about 3 tracks mixed, and it's a 13-track project. So people like to drop EPs lately, because EPs be the way to go. These days you just do the EPs. Make it quick. Give people 6 tracks they're gonna fuck with. You know. But me, I was like, if I can do a nice body of work again, because the first project I dropped, Call of Booty, that one was 12 tracks of just one topic where I'm kind of exploring different sides of a single topic. Having a nice concept behind the project,
Sure.
and keeping consistent throughout the 12 tracks, So now I'm doing 13, almost 14 tracks, because I told myself I'm gonna release a lot of music this year.
Okay.
So I wanna definitely release 20 more tracks before the year ends.
Yo, 20 more tracks. Dang.
20 will hold it down for real.
Yeah. Alright, man. Now, welcome to the DMC Sessions, bro. Basically here, man, we just talk a lot about you, get to know the artist, get to know the talent behind the creativity. And yeah, man, just to delve deep into your stories or whatever you'd like to share as well. So maybe let's start it off by saying introductions, who you are, where you come from, what you do, and so on.
So me, I'm Sago the Prince of Sago, but I'm from Joburg South mainly, but I've lived all around the country. I've lived from KZN to the Western Cape. I've lived, Pretoria. I went to high school there. Midrand. I stayed all parts of different provinces. So I got to move a lot and experience different things, and always having to meet new people. It's teaches you a lot. You learn how to treat people, because you realize that not everybody is the same. If you grow up with the same people around you your whole entire life, then you guys have this one way of understanding something, because that's how you guys were brought up, all of you. You don't learn something from someone who hasn't seen what you've seen. So I'm currently in a group called Most Feared Art.
Okay.
or atmosphere, AMF. You know,
atmosphere.
Yeah. So we a music group. We have producers, we have singers, rappers, and we're all a collective, and we work on music together. We work on music separately, you know, but we're a movement, and we grind it, man. We work and trying to be next up. Yeah.
So what are you doing now here in Cape Town?
Right now, I'm just finishing the project. I do want to do like 2 to 3 more videos before going back to Joburg.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna be back at UWC next year studying,
Oh.
just finishing off some school stuff, and then, you know, but I'll still be working, doing shows, hosting events, because I'm really into the events thing as well. Like just hosting events where I book up and comers who, you know, hungry. We sell tickets all together, you know, pack out a show, and everyone has a nice night. Performers get paid, you know, and we all go home. We make our profits, host more and more, and that way there'll be a lot of people who show up every now and then to perform at these events, and they become a household name through this small little thing we're building. And if the events get bigger and bigger, their crowd gets bigger and bigger. It's always new people coming to the events, you know. Sometimes it's the same people wanting to come see the event again, you know. But all that matters is if it's growing, it means more people are finding out about it. More people can be fans of your music and realize you work with some of the people you're performing next to, you know, like, so you guys can grow something together, you know. And it's nice to like pay the performers, because a lot of people, they like to play that trick of exposure. You know, exposure, you know.
Don't pay the bills.
But they called you, you know, that's the funny part. They'll call you, then they'll be like, yo, no, it's for exposure. We'll give you a free bottle. You're like, what am I going to do? I'm going to drink that shit, and how am I going to get home? Like, how am I going to get home?
Yo, what's the event called again?
The event that I'm going to be hosting.
Yeah.
The first one we did was called Planet Venus. We always going to give it new names, you know.
Okay. Where is it like based?
Either here in Cape Town, or there's events we already do, like New Year's parties that we do in Joburg. But the last time I hosted a proper event was just a while back. So I wanna host something, you know, to give, you know, keep people going. You know? Like just so they remember that we even hosted certain events. Because some people, they after a few months they forget. You know, so you need to, like, you know, be ready to host the second one after you do the first one. I wanna, because once you get the ball rolling on the first event, you need to follow up on that hype, because everyone still remembers, like, yo, 3 weeks ago there was those guys who hosted. Apparently they're doing something next week. Let's get tickets. Boom. And the more we sell, and I use a little concept where I kind of get all the performers to sell the tickets. You know, that's how they make their profit at the end of the day. It's by selling tickets. If each artist, you know, is locally known in his hood, he's on the come up. If you give him 30 tickets to sell, and they're all about 50 Rand a pop, he's gonna come back with a lot of money, give you that, you split it with him, and then you host an event where now you have 6 artists who brought you 30 people. You have over about 150 people, a crowd of 130, 140, just off them selling the tickets as the artists. And now that's almost enough to work with, you know. The rest, obviously, you'll get them from actually promoting the event yourself. So you can already get 200 to 300 people in there enjoying the artist's music, because people host events these days and all they do is DJ the whole night. You know, people be DJing the whole night, and you're like, dude, like, where's the entertainment? Because they can get this by going to Cubana, they can go to Shisha Hut, they can go to a club in Maboneng, and that'll like be exactly the same feel. And they're like, okay, we paid 100 Rand to get into this event, but like, what's up? This is just the DJ playing something the whole night, and we're still paying for our own drinks exactly how we do it in another setting. But like, I think you learn when you realize that people only want to pay for things that are going to be a new experience to them, you know. If you do something every weekend, what's going to make you pay for it? You know, you need to see something you haven't seen before. You know, you might meet an artist, you know, performing that night. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know there were performances, and someone performs. You're like, yo, I like that music. You go reach out to the artist, say, where can I find this stuff? You become a fan. They build their brand. Like, you know, and you could find out that you have someone's music you genuinely like, and this person is right here on stage, you know, performing for you. rather give people artists, you know. There's so many artists out there. We can't every fucking weekend. It's the same DJ for 3 hours. They're playing the same music you heard last week. But you want us to pay entrance to get
Entrance fee.
you know, give us performers. Like, you know.
Yo, bro. Like, I also miss watching performers, man. I think it's rare these days. It's mostly DJs. I mean, I have nothing against DJs. DJs are dope, but we also need to see some artists, bro. And there's so many artists these days who don't even have opportunities to perform. So
they're still
bro,
being
like,
hit with the exposure.
So it's dope, man. Like, if I think to some degree now we have to take matters in our own hands and make our own events and stuff. So that's dope, like what you're doing, because then that means you're gonna bring whoever you're connected with to those spaces and introduce the audience to new vibes, and it's also gonna make the whole venue itself, you know, come alive. Yeah.
Most def.
I know, for sure. I remember, man, like the first time I saw you, it was in what's that show called?
Oh yeah, Vuzu Hustle.
Vuzu Hustle.
Yeah.
If you guys remember him, man, it was on Vuzu Hustle the first season.
Yeah, first season. Yeah. 2015.
2015. Yeah.
Yes, as time flies.
How was that?
Yeah, that was like high school days and stuff.
You in high school then, sir?
Yeah, still in high school. I was finishing. It was my last year of high school. I was enjoying it. It was fun, but like balancing that shit with exams was not easy. Coming back from shooting and back and forth. But I saw they recently put it back on Showmax, so you guys can go check it out. It's on Showmax.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they recently put it up again. All the shows that played on DSTV, I think they're all up now. So shout out Showmax. That was my check, nigga.
Where your royalties at?
Yeah. But
are you still connected with the guys there? Big Star.
Yeah, Big Star. I still have. I have his number right now. I can text him at any moment. But one of the connections that I really enjoyed making was Joby. Yeah. Proverbs manager. I've spoken to him like whenever I need advice on certain things. There's also Teddy, Dope Zulu Boy. Yeah. He's like a mentor also. I still speak to him on the gram. He'll tell me like, yo, when he's doing certain things, he'll call me up. So, you know, because I like being behind the scenes of a lot of stuff as well. Coolly, I was helping him out with the Originators, his show. That's on Trace. It had A-Reese, Nadia Nakai. I was backstage for that, helping out as well. It had Focalistic around there as well. So Cooley, I helped him out with that, and so he's also someone I'm still in touch with. But another person I got to meet over the years, not even through the show itself, was Manifest, and I get from Ghana, Manifest, because I used to just try and get his attention somehow on the platforms and whatever. And eventually, like, he heard one of my things that I dropped on Instagram. And
I think I saw that.
He posted it.
Posting.
And then I was like, where are all these Ghanaian fans coming from? I'm like, oh shit, Manifest put me on his page. So I'm like, yeah, that's dope. And then I DM'd him. And I'm like, yo, like, what's your number and shit, so I can like send you stuff and you give me some input. And he sent me his number. I was like, oh shit. Alright, this is what we doing? But obviously trying to get a feature out of him is gonna take a lot, you know what I'm saying?
You haven't gotten the feature yet?
No. Nah. Like, the thing is, it's not even a thing. Like, with features, it's not something you beg for. It's something you have to make happen naturally. Sometimes you just gotta meet people in the studio, play them something nice, sing a catchy hook, and they go, let's go. Let's
jump on this. I feel you. That needs to be organic. Is that usually like your process? I don't know if this plane is gonna be loud. But
choppers out here looking for us. I'm saying, guys, we dangerous out here. This nigga just landed. He's out here looking for bodies.
Hey man, dang. Is that like usually your
the process?
Yeah, like making music in general.
My process for making music is I don't know. I like to say it varies because I don't like to say that I have a specific way of conducting myself. Sometimes I hear a beat and we click like that. Like, remember when we were working on the Freestyle Friday? Yeah, we did it over the Jay-Z beat. Show me what you got. Now we're gonna put the link somewhere there for y'all. Y'all should check that out. We were spazzing on those verses. Definitely, like, you know, that thing is fire. And like when I was working on that verse of mine, I was kind of like, at first I was like, the speed is so pressurizing, like
it's so big, bro.
And I'm like, yo, and you just want to give it its best. And I think that's why we took our time before. We didn't like rush into recording it like that same weekend. You know, we took like 2 to 3 weeks and we like linked up. And then when we finally did it, we filmed it that day, we recorded it. But the process of writing the verse, you know, sometimes I'll write some bars days apart from others. You know, you don't write the whole verse in one go. Sometimes you're like, okay, let me stop here. I'm out of ideas. Maybe tomorrow I'll come up with the flow, you know, while I'm playing the beat, and then I'll add it to that. And the process is like inspiration, bro. Sometimes you'll listen to a song and you'll just hear this dope ass flow, and you'll be like, yo, I want to work on music, and then you don't even realize that you did something similar to what you heard, and you were inspired by it. You know, a lot of people really think they came up with an idea. Like I've seen a lot of people like from coming up like. Atmosphere was something we created like back in like 2012, 2013, you know. So it was very confusing when like we saw someone had like merchandise that said Atmosphere, AMF, like established 2016. I'm like, 2016, nigga, what's happening, you know? And I confronted this guy, and I was like, yo, man, that's the name of my crew. Like, we make music. We artists. And we're called Atmosphere, spelled like that. And I can see you're South African. You're from Joburg. So I don't know where the coincidence is. He was like, oh, no, it must be a coincidence. That's so cool, bro. I'm like, maybe this dude thought he dreamt it or something. And I'm like, bro, like that's the name that we use as our company. We got it registered. He's out here making clothes under like AMF, and it like he has his own logo, but the name is spelled the same, and it's like even the abbreviations the
Does
same.
it at least look dope?
It looks like nice stuff. I'm not gonna promote him though. Fuck that. Nah, it's trash. It's trash. The dude said, "Oh, coincidence." I was like, "Yeah, no, you gotta be careful, guys. Like, you know, get some your papers right." You know? A lot of people, artists, get so hyped up in like all the hype that's going on and trying to get the clout and getting that deal you want to get yourself out there, that you don't even read the contract. It says name first. You don't even read this. It says signature. You don't even read it. You're just like
signing.
You said
I'm gonna be
famous.
Yeah, I'm gonna be big. Yeah, I feel you.
Whose ass I gotta kiss now?
Yeah. So you read your contract. Have you had contracts come to you?
I've had things that I've had to read several times, because like when you are like filming and doing stuff that's gonna be on TV, they do always need to to fill in forms, non-disclosure stuff. Not gonna release any behind the scenes, or you can get sued for a whole lot of money, like a whole lot of cash. So I've had labels also like just offering certain things that you're just like, dude, you guys don't even have money to fund the label. How are you gonna have money to fund me as a solo artist? You know, that's why a lot of people, they'll take it when it's a lot of money, but they don't realize that's also a trap. The money is used there to like, but it's still not a lot of money. They'll tell a guy, oh, we want to sign you for $500,000. And then you don't realize how fast they spend that $500,000. And they're like, you must produce 2 projects in the next 3 years and make us profits off your music. And then boom, they spend that 500,000 on random things that you don't even know about. You haven't even gotten to work on the album yet, but money is flying out already. For things that haven't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, no, the 500,000 that we've signed you with, it's done.
And now it's
show
like,
you all the papers.
And then it overdrafts. Like now you have to
flights, every little thing, everything, every meal you eat.
Yeah, bro, like it makes it like a dream. It seems like it's a lot when it's coming straight up, like 500,000, but you don't know in that 3 years, bro. It's gonna go, man.
Dog, it's gonna fly within a year, dog. There's still 2 years of your contract left. But that 500K that they signed you for, that you thought was a lot because you see 6 figures. You don't understand that every time something happens, you're losing like 10K, 5K. They pay for your flights, they pay for your accommodation, they pay for those things. Every time you go to shows, you're making them money off the shows, but they like, you know, it's never gonna add up. It's never gonna add up. The money is always gonna go down. At the end of the day.
I think that's where like the misunderstanding with artists is, like when they usually complain about labels, you know, with like Ambitious and all these things. artists always complain like, yeah, this label effed me over. Did they F them over, or is it like they didn't understand what it's gonna come with?
I think is sometimes they catch people when they're young, they catch people when they're desperate.
Yeah.
And that's something these labels do. They spoil you before they even try to sign you. They want to show you first how you're gonna be living, so that when the contract comes to you, you're not worried about what's on here. You're worried about what's happening around you.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh shit, I'm chilling at rooftops with other celebs and all that. You know,
get the hype.
Got free drinks, VIP treatment. You know, they're taking you out on different trips. They're like, you wanna fly with us to Zimbabwe? You know,
sounds nice.
Yeah, next thing.
And you're just a guy who comes from nothing, and
you're gonna take that. You're gonna when they give you the contract, you're gonna be drinking freaking champagne. You're gonna be on your third glass of champagne, and they're like, they're the papers.
Yo.
You're probably on a Mali too, huh?
Yeah.
They trying to make sure you having a great time. They'll get you high and everything. So and then make you sign that contract. You'll be like, done, nigga. No, don't you wanna read it? They'll even ask you, don't you wanna read it? You'll be like, yeah, sure, but you're drunk. You're like, read it now. They'll even ask you to read it now. While you're in your drunk state, oh yeah, sure, that sounds good. Go sign that shit. Now you belong to them. Like you're an artist selling like thousands to millions, getting millions of streams. But at this point, it doesn't mean anything, because no matter how many streams and many shows you're doing, you have a salary. On a freaking salary around your art.
Yo, hectic.
Did painters back in the day have salaries for all their paintings? These were artists as well, you know. And if you're an artist, you should be able to get paid as you want, you know, especially. But you should also know your worth, you know. Know your worth. Don't ask for way too much. Just make sure you deserve what you're asking for, you know. You know, because a lot of people start from the bottom, making incredible, crazy prices. You know, know what you're worth. You don't have to do things for free. If you fuck with people, you can work with someone.
That's
for
an
free
important point,
yeah, you know.
Because as artists, like, it's very tricky, because you don't even know if you're overpricing or underpricing, and if you should do this free or not. Like, you're always kind of balancing or trying to find out, okay, how can I enter here? Because you know also that you need the platforms, or you need the things that they're offering. But at the same time, the more value you put on yourself, you might just get your value back.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to set the price, and it's like, okay, cool, because at the end of the day, it's a business. You know, we are entrepreneurs. As much as artistry is entrepreneurship, and a lot of us didn't learn much about entrepreneurship. A lot of us didn't do business management and accounting and law.
What subjects did you do?
Where in high school?
Yeah.
In high school, I did business studies. I did history. I did computer science, and then the other ones are the compulsories.
Yeah, compulsories.
So those are the threes.
I did business. I was with you on that one.
Yeah.
I did dramatic arts.
Oh, snap! You guys had dramatic arts.
Yeah, as a subject.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
And then I also did design.
Like EGD.
But more creative.
Oh.
Yeah, not EGD per se, but the one like close to it. It's closer to art. It's like art and EGD put together. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You create things more than you do paintings and stuff.
Like civil.
Yeah, because I used to do art, but then I just didn't like that freaking teacher, man. Like, she was the most uptight. I'm not gonna say your name, ma'am. She was the most uptight woman who taught art I've ever seen. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be free, laid back? Like, she's always grumpy, dude. She walked with like this stiffness, and it's like, dude, you're an art teacher. And she was great. She knew how to paint. Like, she taught me a lot. Like, you know, but she was just always this salty young white girl. It's like, you're a young white girl. You got it easier than everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's no offense,
But
but white women.
she was a young teacher.
Yeah, young teacher, and but like, it's like you're a white woman. Like, life is good for you right now. Like, don't make it look like we're all out here to get you. You're a white woman. Come on.
Yeah.
Karen.
You're privileged.
All the
Drop
Karens.
the name.
All the Karens out there, you know.
Yeah.
No, her name ain't Karen.
Oh, okay.
No.
Shout out to Karen. Drake would probably make a song about Karen.
Yeah, you know.
Like
Shout
Kiki.
out. What do you think of that new Drake?
With 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, funny enough, I just heard it on the flight here. But I didn't hear it properly because, I didn't realize how loud the plane actually is. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of hearing it, but I'm not in it, like hearing it properly. So I'm going to listen to it again, but there are some tracks here that are dope. I forgot what this other one is, something Ocean, whatever.
Yeah, I know. I've been, my friends have been bumping it like.
Oh, constantly.
Yeah, constant.
How is it for you?
I know it's dope. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I haven't been listening to a lot of stuff that isn't myself lately, because I'm in album.
Yeah, being in album mode, you need to kind of close yourself in that.
As much as you do get inspirations, you probably go back to things that you know more than things that are new. Yeah. Unless you're trying to make new stuff, unless you're following the trends, Yeah. And there are people who want to listen to all the new shit that's popping before they start making their stuff. They're waiting for that next Drake drop so they can buy these flows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the new sound.
Why you think everybody want to sound like Travis and Drake?
Yo, bruh, facts. Damn, bruh, like that season of Trap was interesting for me.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is the first time I don't know who's who, like artist-wise. Like everybody sounded the same, bruh. And I think that's what I liked about you when I first got to hear you. I think I also heard you from Loiso's stuff.
Yeah. Shout out Loiso.
Yeah, shout out Loiso, man. He's doing great things. Check out Symbol. It's doing the most.
Yeah, that shit looks nice. It's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, man, you're like a special specimen, dog. Like you stay true to the culture, because it's all about being different and being yourself. Not trying to imitate anybody. If somebody flows like you, we're gonna hear like, this is Sago's flow. It should sound like that. Like this is Sago's flow. This is Drake's flow. This is not like, oh, this is a trap sound. Oh, this is everybody's like Future. Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna check the
camp
quick.
Yeah.
25 minutes.
But definitely, I like sticking to rapping. As much as I do dabble with other genres, and I like to do all, what I'm gonna do on Jungle Fever right now is I experimented with almost 8 different genres within those 13, 14 tracks that I'm releasing. There's 8 to 9 different genres of music on there, you cannot specify some of these songs as the same type of sound. So even when I release it as a mixtape and it's gonna say genre, I won't know what to put there. I'll just say alternative whatever.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I was like, people don't really like that thing of experimenting with so many different genres in one project.
Sure.
Because they're scared to dabble in new things. You think, oh, people aren't gonna like this, but they're gonna like this. Yeah. So what? People are gonna like the project as a whole because you got different vibes on there more than. Because fans do hate change. As humans, we hate change. So when your favorite artist starts trying a new sound, at first you're gonna say, what dookie sauce is this?
Yeah.
And then if it's timeless, it's timeless. And you get to like it over time. You're like, I used to hate the song when it first came out.
Yeah, you usually like it later.
It's
what Kanye was doing to us, man.
Yeah.
We would bring a whole new sound and you're like, what's this?
Yeah. But people complain saying they miss me rapping a lot more than, because now I like to mix it up.
You
on
have
rap,
the R&B
sing,
vibe.
R&B, and then, but I always make sure that there's some bars in there. You always gotta make sure. But with this project, I decided to do it a little more. As much as there's a lot of nice hooks and dope choruses and choir sounds happening in my upcoming project, there is a lot of rapping too. I made sure that the pen is all over the place.
Pen, you always gotta have the pen, man.
But I did want to experiment with still using that pen, but with different genres. Still showing the highest level of skill while making beautiful music. 50-50, just right down the middle.
So what got you to that point? Are you a fan of that sound in general? So you wanna make that, or? You just wanted to explore.
I make what I like.
Okay.
So I have to really enjoy bumping that genre myself before I even decide I'm gonna like, you know. Yeah, you know. Like I was going through a reggae phase like 3 years ago, right? And dude, I started making reggae beats, and like I'm always on and off when it comes to making beats. Sometimes I'll be making beats constantly, then I'll go in through like a 6-month hiatus where I don't make beats at all. Then I come back next year again and I'm making beats, and it's like once you're back in it, you back in it. But it's like riding a bike. You still got it, but you can't do those tricks you used to do when you were a kid with the wheelies and shit. You know, it's like skating too. It's like, you know, you can land a kickflip that last time, but you go 2 years. Next time you get credit card your ass. But
so you make beats as well. I didn't know that. Right?
Yeah, I actually started by making beats because I never used to tell people I made music. Like, I never used to like ever tell people about my rapping style, you know, because I used to write poetry, and my teachers used to be like, dude, his level of poetry is like on another level. He's like, that's the grading curve. Like when it came to writing, you know, in the literature side of like growing up in school, I was always the guy who has 100% and everybody else would follow. So it was like, oh, I know how to write. And then I didn't even know what an instrumental was at the time. And then I remember on my laptop I saw I Get Money by 50 Cent, and I click on it. I get money, I get money.
That was my song.
And then it drops and I'm like, where's the 50 verse? I'm trying to recite the verse, and then I'm like, oh, the verse is gone. It's only the hook.
I also had the instrumental.
And then I was like, holy shit. And then I started writing to it, you know? And that became like my first verse. And then I found out more about instrumentals, and I used to get all my favorite instrumentals from the 6th, 7th grade going to the 8th grade. So someone gave me FL in like 7th grade, and then I started making my own beats, and then just started writing to my own beats. But I never used to tell people I rapped. You know, I just always say I make beats now, boom, make beats for people, build my studio. And then eventually I just started recording myself, and then I still have all my old stuff on my SoundCloud. If you check it out, that's stuff I used to record in my room by myself, you know, on a freaking demo version of Cubase.
Cubase.
You export, you drop. That's what marketing was back then. You export, you drop.
Same time, dog. You ain't gotta be waiting like, I need to drop this release at this point. I used to I don't know if you remember MP3 Tweet. I used to drop on that. And Facebook's always been a plug, right? I used to drop on Facebook, you know, back in the days around 09 and stuff. And instrumentals, also instrumentals. There was this other site that I had all these instrumentals, low weight stuff.
Was it Hipstrumentals? Dude, that's some shit we grew up on, bro. Hipstrumentals helped me out a lot. Hey, like I used to look for beats like of tracks that just dropped yesterday, and you go to Hipstrumentals. They're like new Drake instrumental. Like, nigga, who made this so fast?
Damn, bro. Damn.
But I think
there was no pressure at that time.
Now it's like about creating a great body of work. It's about knowing how to create great singles that people can really jam to, having fire performances, fire songs to perform live, because you know. And I like the reason I'm doing all these different genres and different styles of music, slow, fast, sad, happy, like just all types of music, is so that when I get to these venues to go perform, I don't have to like get there with my set that I've already put on the USB and be like, oh shit, this is like a cafe lounge R&B vibe. I'm here gonna perform the trap music, you know. I want to know that I can just go, oh shit, take out the laptop, change my lineup, fix it up on the FL quickly, give it to the DJ, and then I perform a new set, a nice lineup for this crowd, you know, because I don't want to go there with a set of music that could, you know, not go with the crowd that because you don't know until you get to the event what kind of event you're really at. You know, unless they booked you at Rolling Loud. Maybe at Lollapalooza, you know, then you'll know what's about to happen. You know? But you could get to a club, or you find they just booked the club and they're having lounge vibes and they're trying to have R&B. Everyone else is performing laid back, alternative, indie. And then you get there, bitch. yeah.
And they're just gonna look at you like,
yeah, they'll be like, dude,
what's going on?
You might even find there's elderly people there.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Well, you better show some respect. You better do some Maskandi hits.
Yeah, do some poetry, slow jazz, spoken word.
No, versatility is that vital. Yeah, you get to do whatever you want for any type of crowd. I could show up to a lineup thinking I'm gonna perform all my laid back songs, deep songs. I get there's a bunch of drunk teenagers. I have to know that, oh shit, I need to switch this up. I need to give them some dance to jump up, mosh pit.
Yeah.
That's what they want. Give them what they want, because if you can cater to any crowd, then you got it. You got it as an artist, bro. You can't be out here the day they say, yo, you're finally gonna do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
And then you don't have anything to perform because you have 2 hits everyone knows, and one doesn't even fit the mood. There's a bunch of drunk hillbillies in the crowd. They don't want. Who is this little kid rapping with the chain? Yeah, I'm saying, who the hell little nigga?
And then Yati, like crowds are the strict. Like they are the best critics.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I say best, but they're more critical.
Yeah.
They gonna switch up and we won't keep quiet, bro.
Yo, bro, like people will boo you even if you're performing nice songs just because they don't feel like hearing anybody perform right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes people really be giving up on their dreams because a bunch of drunk people didn't know what was happening.
Hit my piano right now, like, hey, you trying to hear no hip hop, man?
Bro, 2 Chainz was in South Africa years back. Now I don't remember which tour he came with, but 2 Chainz was in South Africa. There were a couple other American artists performing in SA at the time. And 2 Chainz performed at some lounge in Joburg, and they apparently they were throwing tomatoes at him. I was like, y'all brought tomatoes? I was like, nah, that only happen on movies. Apparently they were throwing shit at him. Bro, 2 Chainz ain't never coming back.
Sorry to say 2 Chainz, man.
City Boy, that wasn't all of
it's
us.
Not us.
But apparently people really wanted to hear house music, and 2 Chainz was just ish.
Yeah, he came.
His timing was off.
Yeah, tomatoes.
Apparently they were throwing actual vegetables at him. I was like, come on, man, where y'all get the veggies in this goddamn club, man?
Yeah, that hurt. That must hurt, bro. Bro, hurt your ego, dog.
But yeah, definitely, I think I'd like to work abroad. Also meet some. Yeah. I have producers from abroad right now, that I'm working with. Because you go online and you meet these producers and you send them some of your music. If they fuck with you, they'll make you some beats, and you guys can work out something with royalties and stuff like that. But yeah, with this current project, I know all the producers and I've spoken to them, and there's some beats that I'm still paying for. But that will be done in a month or so. I just want to do these music videos and get some work done. Yeah.
You're very focused, man. You've been pushing this music thing for some time, but it takes patience. But it looks like now the hip hop is coming back. In terms
it's fighting.
It's fighting. Yeah, it's fighting for.
Yeah. No, we've been taking this L for a minute. Might as well just
Yeah, I
fight.
think now we don't need a lot of artists to really put in whatever they put in and actually make it a whole industry.
Yeah.
Because I think you are independent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and a lot of us are independent. It's no longer the days of depending on companies and corporates and yo, please do this for us. I mean, they will come after once you've got somewhere. That's where the world is now.
Yeah, I think everybody's just riding a wave, man. I think we're in the century of wave riding.
Wave ride, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, someone could find you in the middle of the street. You just rapping in the street, and he goes, "Yeah, dog, I'm signing you, bro." Yeah. Now it's like. There's this whole industry we're dealing with of people who don't even do music, people who aren't even DJs or rappers or singing is another thing because it takes talent, but you can get someone who really can't sing and make them sound like they can. As people who've gotten into the engineering side of music, we know you can make some bullshit look like
Yeah,
pot of
gold.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we in this day and age where there's people who are like maybe dancers, you know, and this person is probably known on the social media as a dancer. They got clout, maybe they get like 10,000 to 15,000 followers, and then they go, oh, I'm gonna rap. Next week they blew up because they got their clout doing something else. Now they're charting and they're being put on radio stations because people are like, hey, no, this person has some sort of clout they could bring to us. You know, so it's all a clout thing now, clout. More than talent. So a lot of people need to start using these social platforms and these social media things, like, you know, even if it's TikTok, you can think it's corny, but like people are blowing up like off TikTok and using that to promote their music. So, you know, a lot of people are realizing that they have to do all this extra shit on the side. Comedy, memes, TikToks, and all these things. Even famous artists are out here using the Instagram algorithms with just to get their numbers up, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you feel like you're too gangster to do all that shit, stay underground.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, if you wanna be Immortal Technique, be Immortal Technique. Like, you know what I'm saying? But or get your money, bro. Like I'm not saying that do crazy shit or outlandish stuff, you know, force yourself to trend. You know, you can still have morals and develop content, you know. A lot of people are too cool to make content these days, you know. And the kids, that's why the kids are beating everyone now. The kids are making so much money off their TikToks. You know, just by advertising. Companies hit them up like, oh, you have 250,000 people on your TikTok. Okay, cool. Could you advertise this and we'll pay you? And a check comes every week. Every time you put a sponsored ad of this thing. As people watch your TikToks, that ad plays. And you're getting paid weekly. Like, you know.
Times have changed, bro.
Because you play a beat and you dance with your cousins. Come on now. Getting a check for dancing with your cousins, why don't you tell me?
Bro.
I would have fished all my cousins
10 years ago,
TikTok.
dog, you wouldn't even imagine this. And we're having a conversation earlier. Where you're like, bruh, 10 years from now, we don't know what's going to happen. Jobs are going to be taken by
freaking
technology.
Robots, bro. Like, I feel like technology is definitely just going to be on another level because there are things that are hidden from us that they're like, no, we're gonna give this to the world when the time comes, you know. I'm sure our phones can do so many things, you know, that our phones can't even do yet because the version we have is the one they've just given us. You know? Next thing, you know, you could just be holding like air, you know, and controlling your phone, but they don't want to give us that yet. It's just about time, you know. A lot of things are created 10 years prior.
Oh, you think they already advanced, like they already got the stuff that's not out.
Yeah, they're chilling with it. They're using it in the military and stuff like that. Yeah, it's probably those things that they just.
But I do see those signs of that when you watch movies, bruh.
Yeah,
it's like the fact that something like that is existing in this movie.
Yeah,
you know, obviously the brain is there to. Yeah, it's real.
There's a lot of things, dude, they can announce, and that's why when you check out like what's happening in China and stuff, you realize like, dude, these people are steps ahead of us. We're gonna get these things in like 5 years from now. They already have those things. When they get to us, we're gonna be like, did you know this product can do this and that? And they'll be like, dude, these products. You go to China, he doesn't know that. They probably think these motherfuckers are backwards, like. But they just steps ahead, and like. They've given us this thing of things that are made in China are fake. Dude, things that are made in China are about as good as the original stuff. I'm telling you now, like the same way they always have a Chinese version of something. Have you seen the cars? They have the Range Rover Evoque. There's like they have their own name of it, but it's shaped exactly, looks like it, drives like it, sounds like it. You know what I'm saying? They got Beats by Dre, fake knockoff versions, but they sound exactly like they make the exact sound. Because these people are the ones who originally make the stuff and sell it to the States anyway. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers make iPads and then give it to Apple. You know what I'm saying? Apple comes up with ideas. They get China to make it. China sends it to them. And then they sell it back to China.
Wait, man. So China is like the real deal because you always had that rumor that China is fake or
propaganda
fake stuff.
shit.
Yeah,
It's propaganda stuff.
But now when you say if this thing is sold to Apple, it means because Apple or whatever brand has quality stuff, and it's not fake.
Yeah, like,
and if it's made in China, then does that mean China is actually legit and not fake?
Exactly. Everything is made in China. So why do people have this notion that made in China means it's cheap? Yes, it's cheap because they sell it at the price where it's actually made.
Yeah, it's like warehouse.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That made in China thing of cheap is used to make things that are overly priced look like like they're not overly priced. Like, they're like, no, that other one's cheap because it's fake. But these things work exactly the same. It's just you wanted to overprice your American brand, European brand stuff. China's like, we can make the exact same thing, but we're gonna tell you we're just gonna make less profit from it, because we can make thousands of them.
Like, we have a factory for
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know China's some real shit sometimes, like, not all the time. Sometimes though, you can really get some legit stuff. Yeah.
So with this album of yours or mixtape or EP, whatever project, is most of the tracks your beats, or how do you work with that?
I got producers from Joburg. I got producers from America that I'm guys that are also on the come up, Yeah, so it's not like I'm working with Metro Booming, that side.
Yeah.
But one day is one day.
Wait, man. The right ears.
Yeah,
somehow.
but I got some guys from Cape Town producing for me. So just whatever works with the topic and what the message I'm trying to really convey, whatever works with that will make it onto the album. If the vibe doesn't fit, I won't force it. Sometimes it's good to not force an idea. If you don't feel it in your gut that this is the idea, then just sometimes don't be scared. Sometimes you gotta scrap some stuff and make something greater. Always try to better yourself. Don't settle because you think, oh no, this is good enough. Never do that with music. If you think it's just good enough, don't release it. But if you think it's a great song, give it to the people.
You're feeling it yourself and you're happy with it.
Yeah.
So how long do you sit with your songs before you release it?
There's songs that can sit for over a year, but once it passes 2 to 3 years, you start to lose touch of those songs. But if it's still just a year, that's not bad, man. Especially if you're still vibing with the song, it's still going through mixing processes where when it sounds better, it even sounds like a newer song now. Because you find you've had it, but you've never had it mixed, and then you finally get it mixed after a year. Yeah, it's tough. But music isn't supposed to be easy. Music isn't meant to be easy.
But you're still having fun with it. It's not a job yet.
Yeah, I feel like treat it like one. Sometimes. Yeah. Just don't make music that you would listen to. Like, I listen to myself every single day. Every single day, because
and it helps build your artistic confidence, nah?
I think people always ask oh, you bump your own music all the time, that's so cocky. And I tell several girls that I chill with, I'll be like, no, I play my own music because that's what I listen to. If you guys want to play if you guys got requests, I'll play whatever you want. But in between, that's what I bump. It's my playlist.
You make that's the privilege of the artist. You're making songs for you.
Yeah, make
something
music,
you enjoy.
Yeah, make music for yourself to bump. I'll be in a cab, traveling for an hour to 2 hours, going to get some work done, going to a studio, and I'll put on my headphones, and the first thing I put on is myself. And by the time I get to that destination, the thing that I'm listening to is still me. Whether I'm repeating songs, whether my playlist went over and over again, I'm bumping this music because I know I'm going to release it and give it to people. I know I want to add new things to it.
Yeah,
so I'm working on
you
the project even when I'm
analyze.
listening to it. Yes, I might be chilling
Listening
in a
is part of
taxi,
it.
eyes closed, But at the end of the day, I'm still making music. That's still the process, you know, because I can go back to the studio and the guy was like, hey, that song we did last time, you're like, yeah, I want to change this vocal. And then you add a little something new to it, you know, and now the song has some new flavor to it because you're listening to it over and over. So you get more melodies and new ideas.
Sure.
Yeah, bump your own music. People be weird. They'll be like, yo, put on some Drake. Like, don't you make music too? Like, you know, and it's usually other artists that really confuse me about that. Like, you know, other artists never play their own shit.
Yeah.
It's like they scared to play. It's like, nigga, if you don't believe in your stuff, then make better stuff. Maybe make something that you would even like to bump, you know. Don't make things
or bump with people. Like you're saying, artists don't like bumping with people.
Yeah, you know, they'll see a crowd of people chilling. Maybe we're having a pool party. They get connected to the orgs. You make music, but you're scared to play your own shit because you're scared that they're gonna no, put on Drake, no, put on whatever. You know, just play like some of your songs that fit the vibe and see what happens. And then you realize that no one's gonna even ask you to change. They'll be like, oh, this is really nice. Who's this? And then you tell them it's you. They go, oh shit. That's how you like create new fans just on the spot. Also, you know, and you also get to test. You know, I've found myself chilling with females and like you wanna, cause we selling this music to females mainly. You know, guys will bump a song just cause women like it. You know, we weren't gonna bump WAP, but because y'all like it. We like it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And I'd play music for certain people and they wouldn't even they'll be like, yo dude, this music you've been playing is amazing, and you just be like, oh, that's my shit. They'll be like, no way, I thought that was someone from here, international artist. And you're like, yeah, you see, that's how you test how people
it's also test stuff. It's like research, like you finding out your crowd, like, oh, okay, are people effing with this? You're not in only your own bubble. You know, it's good to enjoy your music, yes, but you also need feedback.
Definitely, feedback is so important. I have a good amount of friends that I send music to because I trust their ear, especially with like the sound and things that I listen to, and I know the type of music my friends listen to. So when I work on a certain type of song and I send it to a couple friends just after recording it, it means I'm just trying to see if I'm still staying true to the roots that they know me for.
Sure.
You know, because some people don't even know. They just want you to make anything that sounds hot or something, or what's trending, you know. But the people who've been with you since the beginning of your career, they know what you stand for, the morals you've always put for yourself, you know, when it comes to your music. Are you willing to sell out? You know, do you like experimenting? Or are you going too far with the experimenting, you know? You're like, I feel like I want to do a jazz mixed with indie rock. And then, you know, you need someone to sometimes be like, yo, bro, piano's not for you, bro. You know, you need that friend to be like, bro, we don't all have to jump on a piano track. No offense to Elaine or nothing, bro. Okay. But she single-handedly wanted to put a stop to piano music.
No ways.
Did you hear the song Elaine made?
Brave. No, I didn't hear it. What is it called?
She was working in the studio with, who was she in studio with? I forgot, man.
Yeah.
She was with this artist that does piano music and whatever. Oh, she was working with Focalistic, bruh.
Oh. Hey, Foca is popping, dog. I respect that guy, man.
Yeah.
I used to go to primary school with him.
Oh, yeah.
He was rapping that time.
Yeah, I knew him from Street Kings.
Oh.
Yeah, him and I were the finalists on Street Kings as well. And then
that's another competition TV.
It wasn't really on TV, that one. It was just a mid-rand local thing. Remember the CV Park Country View basketball
Yeah, by the
court?
basketball courts. I think I remember seeing that.
Those people were finesses. Fuck Street King. Freaking finesses, bro. Even till this day, you can ask Focalistic, he'll be like, nah, he'll never.
He was also there that day, guys.
Yeah, there was the day where they called the cops on their own event so they could get it shut down, so they couldn't choose a winner because they offered us so many things. Whoever wins this competition gets this. Then at the end of the event, nobody got nothing. They put us all in a group chat, me, Focalistic, a couple other artists. And then I also met him again 2 years ago. When COVID first started, they used to give a lot of these relief check thingies to artists. Yeah, boy. And then Kuli Chana was basically working with Trace. and they were creating this show, and I was behind the scenes working with it. And then there was a day when Focalistic was doing his episode. Yeah, he pulled up to me, and I was just playing my music in the back while the camera people, you know, I was doing a sound check for the artists coming up, but I did it with my own music, so I put my stuff on the lineup. I performed it, and Focalistic even pulled up to me, and he was like, "Yo, my nigga, those tracks, they lit. You fire with it." Yeah, well, and yeah, man, he's a chilled, laid back guy. He doesn't. As much as he likes to excite the crowd, it seems like when the cameras are off, he's just in his zone. Yeah. Never don't trust these niggas who just wear shades all the time. Don't switch on you.
Hey, my nigga.
Yeah.
I know, man. It was a dope combo, bro. Like, I think we could cut it, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, man, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, we covered a lot.
Yeah, we covered a lot. Is there anything else?
Next thing we'll talk about science next time.
Science.
You know, right? Today we were just talking
we went
industry.
on some musical nerd vibes right now. Like,
yeah, maybe next time we can talk about, like, you know, just like cartoons or something. I like talking about little things.
Oh, you love cartoons?
I love cartoons.
Oh,
man.
snap.
I like South Park.
Oh, yeah.
Rick and Morty. You guys should
Rick
check
and Morty.
You guys should check a show called Hoops on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really dope. I like this new one, F is for Family. It's not new, but I'm on like season 4 of it. F is for Family. Those types of shows. Chicago Party Aunt. I think Netflix really got some nice new animations coming up. Yeah.
Do you watch anime as well, like Japanese anime?
Anime, I used to watch anime when I was a lot younger, but my favorite used to be Paranoia Agent. Yeah, the one with the little slugger. I used to walk around with a baseball bat and whip people's asses if they were depressed or something. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the topics we covered today. And Jungle Fever is coming out soon.
Oh yeah, Jungle Fever. What's the theme, by the way? Let's quickly talk.
Jungle Fever. It's just it's about, you know, the things that people all around the world experience. We experience it here, you know. A lot of people don't know that Africa comes with all the things that we see worldwide. People think certain things are just in America. Like we also have corrupt cops. We also have, you know, addiction, drugs, things that are, you know, they're giving us diseases. They're making us locked down as well with y'all. Like, so Jungle Fever is not exactly what people think it is. You know, like Jungle Fever. You know. Google it or watch the movie from 1990 something.
Oh, you also refer to the movie.
Yeah, I actually watched the movie when I found out there was a movie called Jungle Fever. I was like, let me check this.
So that's what inspired the project.
Not really. It was just me using the term jungle as to represent like home. You know, like that feel, to give it a more African feel. Like to understand that I'm from this side, but same way you get a fever, I get a fever, you know? Yeah, I'm saying the same way you guys experience these things outside, you know, that I can experience. Things that you guys experience in Joburg, I can experience in Cape Town and Durban and Eastern Cape, you know? There's crime everywhere, there's corruption everywhere, there's evil, there's good, there's beauty, there's ugliness everywhere, you know? Everything has its ups and downs, highs, lows. And I think this project, the reason I did so many genres also was to just portray that there's different feels everywhere, but it all ties together at the end of it all. Yeah.
All right, man. Hey guys, that's Sago. Sago the Prince Sago. I don't know which one it is. I know you like both.
But I go with Sago the Prince. Events coming soon. Jungle Fever coming soon. Yeah.
I know. We'll definitely be checking that out. Where can we find your socials? I'm also gonna put it in the description.
At Sago the Prince _ that's Instagram, Twitter, Prince Vasago Music on Facebook. That's my Facebook fan page. And then YouTube, Sago the Prince. Yeah, everything SAGO the Prince.
The Prince is here. He has spoken.
And we're gonna give you guys another Freestyle Friday. You know what I'm saying? We might have to do another Jay-Z beat. Just stick to the theme, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I had troubles with that beat at first, hey? Like, they were trying to block it, bro, and I had to, like, send a thingy, what you call that thing on YouTube? Not a petition, what is that? But yeah.
Yeah, I know those things.
Yeah.
Copyright stuff.
Yeah, copyright. But eventually it was up. So man, check that out. I'll also put it there.
We're gonna do another one soon and just surprise the people.
Yeah. I know for sure, man. Nah, shout out, bro. We're gonna shoot Sunset Sundays now.
Yeah.
I think the weather's dope. That, you know,
the nice
soon.
sunset. Yeah. You can go grab that mic and then
grab the mic
get
and
to it. Yeah.
Guys, DMC sessions. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.